traumatized. So I put them in my truck, and I'm like, where am I take these ladies? Because they were still screaming, almost going into shock. They were so scared, and they were cold. They were freezing cold.
Dunn says he took the group to his house where his wife was waiting with warm blankets, dry clothes, and a pot of grits and hot biscuits.
That was the first shelter of the flood of 2016.
Dunn says that was the first of 406 rescues he conducted over several days using his personal boat. He used his police radio to record and document every single rescue.
Excuse me. It just, so many people were crying and screaming. And it was pouring down raining. And I had my bilge pump on, because that keeps your boat from sinking. That pumps the water out. And I kept saying to myself, it seems as though my bilge pump is pumping more tears out my boat than rain. The water was at their bed and they were just
country is about to go through a living hell. We're going to have World War III, draft open in America. Our sons and daughters, nieces, nephews, cousins, aunts, be going off to war, fighting for the pedophiles at the top. And we're going to have an American Revolution on top of it. It's going to be like the American people are fighting a three-sided war. Revolution, World War III, and starvation. That's right. The American people are going to be looking at starvation. With the drought across the United States, the wildfires, and the flooding, the crops in the United States have not fared well. And we will be suffering in 2027, scrounging for food to eat. Walmart sales are down 8% over the last 3 months. This tells you how financially strapped the American people are. For Walmart, the cheapest store in the country, to be down 8% over a 3-month period, a financial hell is coming to the United States.
So I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles and the bishops at Great Millstone who labor night and day. Peace and salutations to all the men that's in GMS, Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, the 144,000 hopeful elect. Peace and salutations to the remnant that might look like these other nations, barring fact of the 144,000 hopeful elect. Peace and salutations to all the men that's in GMS who's out here making these videos, making these lessons to get this word out for the hopeful elect. That's doing this work in sincerity because they want to. Peace and salutations to the Aqua that are listening in silence. Peace and salutations to all the families of GMS members, those that they hold dearly. Peace and salutations to all fellow believers and supporters of this truth. May this lesson be edifying for all the hopeful elect. Shalom. So as you see, you heard the man. Now that was in 2016. And you hear what the guy's saying. The women were frantic because what was going on. Very, very frantic. Because of the situation that they was in. Just like what's going on in Minneapolis right now. It's still going to be going on a whole lot of places. All over the earth are feeling these things. This 2026 has been a year. And it's almost done. Before you know it, it's going to be September. And before you know it, we're going to be in 2027. And best believe 2027. I ain't no fortune teller, but these scriptures is the ones that tell the future. It's not going to be good. Only going to get worse. These birth pains is going to get worse and worse. And if you ever seen a woman give birth, I ain't talking about seeing it in movies. I'm talking about actually seeing it. You see the agony that they go through. And that's how it is going to be on this earth, the birth pains. But let's get into these scriptures and let's show some more videos. Hope that this lesson is edifying to the hopeful elect. This is Isaiah 32, verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. It's a lot of women that's at ease right now. They think stuff is going to keep constantly getting better. And you Jake out here too. And you heathens. Y'all keep thinking that stuff is going to get better when it's not. It's going to most definitely keep getting worse. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Verse 10. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fall. Salakia shall fail. The gathering shall not come. Verse 11. Trouble ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare. And gird sackcloth upon your loins. It's going to be bad out here. A lot of y'all think y'all going to get to go to Victoria's Secret and get some new clothes and stuff. Man, what does it say? Gird your loins with sackcloth. All right? It's not going to be good out here. Everything is going to be exposed. For all those women that said that they don't need a man, they are going to suffer greatly. And for all the men that don't want to take this word and apply it, you're going to suffer greatly as well. Verse 12. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields of the fruitful vines. All the things that you thought that you would just have, that will be there for you at any given moment. You can run into a Costco, run into a Walmart. It's not going to be there. There's even a beef shortage. A beef shortage. That's another reason why Tyson's food is closing down. It is a beef shortage. Everything is about to be a shortage. You see how if you do not plan ahead, you are going to suffer greatly. But the main thing is, if you don't have Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, you have nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because the Heavenly Father, through His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, He is the one that's going to guide you and tell you the things that you need to survive. So you could be walking along and all of a sudden you might look down, you might see a can of food. The Heavenly Father has provided you with that. He's the one that's going to give you the wisdom in these last days.
Worked second shift, and I saw a lot of crazy shit. You can go to work drunk. You can go to work drunk off your ass. Everybody there except the older people were drunk. Yes. Down to the meat. I knew I wasn't going to work there for long when I told that little dumbass supervisor, he was younger than me. When I started working at Tyson, I was 23 years old. My supervisor was younger than me, so you know he was stupid as fuck. Anyway, I told him the meat was green and yellow and pussy, and it had holes in it, like deep holes. That's cancer. So when we showed that to our supervisor, I was like, run it anyway. If you got cancer and you ate McDonald's or wherever Tyson Foods distributed meat regularly, it was probably the motherfucking meat. I ain't lying. I said, oh, fuck. And then when it come out them big ass cans, and I worked where you had to push the shit in this big ass blender and push it on down the line. It was motherfucking terrible. It got so bad, McDonald's was sending the shit back. If you eat at McDonald's now, your stomach should feel a little bit better. Because when I worked there years ago, McDonald's was sending the meat back because the meat was smelling horrible and it was terrible. But that's just some of the shit that I've seen. I've been waiting to expose Tyson. We can make this a series if you want to, but we're going to start here. This part 1. I worked second shift.
This is Islam in Scotland, in Sweden, in Germany, in Australia. This is Islam in Dallas, Texas. We are at the crossroads here, America. This is not a time for polite politics. It's time to make a stand. Liberalism is rotting us from within, while radical Islam spreads like a cancer across the globe. If Islam is so awesome, then why are they all fleeing Islamic states? And for that matter, if the left hates American oppression so much, then why aren't they fleeing America? Are you starting to see through the lie yet? What do you think your kids will be wearing in 10 years if patriots don't stand up now? This is my guess. But in 20 years, it might be this. I'm not so foolish as to think that the left and Islam are not trying to destroy Christianity and the Western world for their own separate agendas. But they are certainly teaming up on the initiative.
With Sikhs, problem. Muslims living with Hindus, problem. Muslims living with Baha'is, problem. Muslims living with Shintos, problem. Muslims living with Buddhists, problem. Muslims living with Christians, problem. Muslims living with Muslims, very big problem. So this led to, they're not happy in Gaza, they're not happy in Egypt, they're not happy in Libya, they're not happy in Iran, they're not happy in Iraq, they're not happy in Yemen, they're not happy in Pakistan, they're not happy in Syria, they're not happy in Lebanon, they're not happy in Nigeria, they're not happy in Kenya, they're not happy in Sudan, they're not happy in Morocco, and they're not happy in Afghanistan. So, where are they happy? They're happy in Australia, they're happy in Belgium, they're happy in France, they're happy in Holland, they're happy in Italy, they're happy in Germany, they're happy in Spain, they're happy in Sweden, they're happy in Denmark, they're happy in the USA and Canada, they're happy in Norway and India, they're very happy in England, loads of welfare benefits, they're happy in almost every country that is not Islamic. And who do they blame? Not Islam, not their leadership, not themselves. They blame the countries they are happy in, and they want to change the countries they're happy in to be like the countries they came from where they were not happy. Muslims living with
bikers and Antifa in Dearborn, Michigan. Things got heated fast. Guns came out on both sides. Police moved in, and multiple people ended up arrested. Everybody's got their version of what happened. But forget the web rumors. We got the footage.
What are you going to do?
Come here. You good.
You can change clothes too. Oh, you can't. Get that flag off the ground!
So there was a
employee Microsoft laid off across all its studios. That includes many who worked here at ZeniMax in Hunt Valley. Now, they're calling on Microsoft to do the right thing. The clock is ticking for many employees at Microsoft-owned ZeniMax in Hunt Valley as they get closer to their last day. In a round of layoffs, Microsoft announced they'll be eliminating 4,800 jobs. That includes laying off 3,200 people across its Xbox division. The first phase of these layoffs already affecting 1,600 people, like Jordan Goldfarb.
It's been rough. The job market right now is not a good place to be.
Goldfarb joined a crowd of his co-workers outside ZeniMax Tuesday, protesting Microsoft's actions. In a blog about the layoffs, Executive Vice President Amy Coleman said in part that the business model had to shift as technology quickly transforms. Xbox CEO Asha Sharma said in part that they're operating at margins that are 3 to 10 times lower than publishing businesses, and says that...
But to everyone that's supporting and reposting, continue to do that. That's what's going to get the word out. We all appreciate y'all. Money can fix a lot, but coming together can fix a lot more. Everyone's getting fed propaganda. We can't rely on the news stations to tell us what's going on. We got to stick together. We got to come together.
I'm just gonna be honest, bro. It's bad here in Gary. For real, for real. It's bad, bad. Still ain't got no power. All the people food is going to waste. You know what I'm saying? The houses crushed. The trees, the trees, Gary don't have like real soil. It's like sand. You know what I'm saying? And so the trees really ain't got nothing to like really hold on to. But when I tell you these massive trees just on houses and man, just pray for Gary, yo. Like for real, for real. I'm out here.
He came to the United States claiming to be a student, but within days of arriving, he was already picking up tens of thousands of dollars in cash for an international scam network based in India. This wasn't his first pickup, and he knew exactly what he was doing. He even flexed the cash to his friends on Snapchat.
Way to say this, truck drivers get in the morning, see a whole bunch of security. Next thing you know, they're pulled to the back. Can you imagine working there 20, 30, 40 years? And they say they're shutting down the facility. We're sorry. We're going to pay you until December 28th. But we're sorry. We didn't tell you any earlier. You're going to find out today. And they shut down the facility. And now all these people are lost without a job. So many truck drivers, so many employees, warehouse people. And it's just sad. And the reason why is because they say it's an old building that has limitations. Let's get into today's video. Crazy, but I just have to share it and just let you know what's going on in the truck industry.
I'm in shock, basically, because, I didn't think this was going to happen. We were given no notification, and just working Friday, and then can't come and work Monday.
They told us that, the plant is not doing good. There's other facilities around that's going to be closed.
I looked at the job. I was here early every single day.
There's no way I can help every single one of those people in there. There's over 2,000 people. Just recently they had like 67 people come in. They had to make room. They're transferring people around so that these people can't even fucking see their families and friends. They're purposely trying to break them down. There's so many people in there whose mental health is deteriorating so fast because they don't have anyone coming to visit them.
And planning on opening up a facility that will house 3,000 plus children, which will probably be more than that, because over 125 locations across the United States, children whose parents were taken by ICE are essentially unaccompanied minors, or children who show up to the border as unaccompanied minors, are now planning on being held, because this facility that they're planning on opening with no location as of yet, they're already looking for people to help run the facility. They will house unaccompanied minors who will share 8 kids in one room is what they're saying so far, but I'm sure that number will increase to about 10 or 11 per room, who will share one bathroom. They will have indoor rec facilities, so they don't have to go outside, and the facility has to be surrounded by an 8-foot perimeter fence. I've tried to post this video 4 times this morning.
The day that you're not supposed. And the real gag is niggas ain't even really mad yet. Niggas ain't mad yet. Niggas is hurt. It's a difference. When niggas get mad, it's gonna be a whole nother different ball game. When niggas start doing other people and other races like they do each other, oh, okay. Yeah, it's gonna be time for y'all to figure figure out where y'all came from and head on right on back there. Yeah, because niggas ain't mad yet. When niggas put all that anger and frustration from this day all the way back 400 years, when they start powering up that anger and letting it go. See, niggas right now, they kind of got a little bit to lose. When they get to the point, because you're trying to get us to the point where we ain't got nothing to lose, that's where you don't want us.
Outside, and this is the shit that's going on my fucking block. Like, what the hell? This shit is fucking crazy. If you're looking for your kids, they are probably on fucking 68th and Chastain.
All right, everybody?
This is 2nd Ezra 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So, what a lot of people are not understanding is that all this is being orchestrated. And see, when people say, oh, a civil war is not going to happen in the United States, you're just fear-mongering. Okay. Just look at all that's going on. You got the Muslims against the Christians against the Muslims. You got that going on. You got this one guy instigating it. You got natural disasters going on. It's nothing but a big melting pot brewing for some stuff to go totally left. And that's what's going to happen. Everything is going to break out. People, and then you're going to have those that, the opportunists. They look for times like this so they can go out there and do their wickedness. You got all this stuff going on. And when we tell people it's going to be civil unrest in this country, most of the time it's our own people that don't believe it. You actually hear some of these Edomites say, "Oh, it's going to be a lot of civil unrest, and we're going towards a civil war." You would hear them say that. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to Jake, he don't want to listen. He don't want to listen. We tell him that these civil wars is about to happen. Civil unrest is coming. It is coming. It will be sedition among men. People that cannot agree will disagree. And with that disagreement will come bloodshed. It will. People are going to be going out of their minds during this time. People will be doing the most wickedest acts out here. They're not going to show no forgiveness. This place is beyond waxing cold. It's as cold as ice. Like a big glacier. It's just when that storm is going to come your way. And it's coming to a neighborhood near you. 2 Ezra 15:17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. How you going to be able to go into a war zone, man? You seeing that these police can't even hold back all these people. These police can't even stop these people out here. You see they got snipers on the roof for when stuff gets real crazy that someone's going to try to take advantage and shoot one of these cops. That's why those snipers on the roof are there. They're out there looking for, because they know it's going to be someone that's going to have their rifle ready to snipe in the distance. They know that. They know that. Because someone's going to do it. Someone's just going to, and then you already got people that can't hold their emotions, that they go to these schools and shoot and just wait till school year start. I honestly don't think this. My personal opinion, how I think it's going to go down with these natural, well, not natural disasters, but with these disasters that's happened on Earth and these sedition among men, I don't think it's going to be school like that. Just like how it is in Indiana. The lady said, I don't know how the kids are going to get ready for school. And imagine it happening in the right cities, man. It's not going to be good. This is 2 Ezra 15:18. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. You're already hearing that these houses are being destroyed. So imagine when these people are going to link up together, these militias, these KKs, all this stuff we just keep saying over and over again. And these videos are the proof that civil unrest is coming to this place. And people think, oh, once Donald Trump is out, that these countries are going to want to do business with America. No. You got to understand, America has a history from years of going into other countries, taking people's stuff. But so far as my knowledge, that I actually got to witness it, from seeing from Reagan, how it was with President Reagan, how they did stuff, all the way down to Donald Trump now. And to see that these people will go into other countries, take resources, set up their own people. And you think countries are going to want to deal with that? You think they're going to want to do business with a crooked country like that has shown a history of doing that? But you got some people that believe that. They think Donald Trump is the person that you use as the guy he's the fall guy. Well, he is the fall guy, but they think once he's out of there, things are going to be better. No, man. These countries are not going to want to deal with this place. And that's why they're all going to come together. And that's why they're going to lay a trap, as the scriptures say, for Babylon. Now, this is Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 19. And we're getting real close to this right here. For sure. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh. That's what's going to happen. See, they think I got my money. I can go build a bunker and hide. How you going to do that? That's not going to last forever. You got to eventually come up. And then some of these people might actually know where these bunkers are. You might have these people that's actually building these bunkers. We already had one guy being interviewed saying how he builds these bunkers for the elite. Don't be surprised if someone's stalking that man. And that's going to hold that man at gunpoint and be like, yo, I want the list of all the celebrities and high-ranking people and where their bunkers are at. Because he would know. Because he built it for them. It's going to get that bad, man. And we already got these sleeper cells in America. But America allowed that stuff to come in. See, that's why this sedition among men is going to happen. Now, see, a lot of these Muslims, they're being kind of quiet, but they're voicing how they feel. They feel America is for them for the taking. That's how they feel. America is for them for the taking. So eventually, these Muslims are going to start getting violent. And once they start getting violent, these Christians are going to start getting violent. But what a lot of these Muslims don't know, a lot of these so-called Christians, these evangelicals or whatever, how you want to call them, a lot of them strapped. And a lot of these Muslims are strapped too. And then now you're going to have that clash going on because it's all set up. See, the Americans, they allowed them to come over here. And they're going to use those Muslims to destroy and kill a lot of these people over here. And a lot of these Muslims don't like Jake anyway. That's why they're in their neighborhoods selling pork to them. Selling them trash food. It's real out here. Let me continue. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. Yeah. This gold and money, and you think that you have a way out, that's going to be your stumbling block. That's what's going to happen. The real security is in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And following the men at GMS, Great Millstone. That's the only way. The second Ezra, 16:31. Even so, in those days, there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. And I've read this verse before. They're going to be searching the people's houses, man. These people are going to have their AR-15s, their MAC-10s, their Glocks. They're going to be in packs searching these houses, man, for food, for anything that they want to pillage. 32. And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel there through. So it's going to be like a wasteland, man. Grass ain't going to be cut. You know what I'm saying? People ain't going to even want to run a lawnmower on that day. It's just going to give your location that someone's there. It's going to be bad. None of this thing, America just going to look like some ruins, man. It's going to look like nothing's here. You're going to have sedition among men. You're going to have a war going on. You're going to have famine going on. You see that they laid off some of the Pepsi truck people. It's going crazy. And then you got some man and some daggone baby face running around killing people. Then you got some man dressed up as the Grim Reaper near a hospital scaring people shitless. Yeah. All these weirdos and these crazy clowns about to be out here, man. That's why you need Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And all those that are mad with the government are going to be out here. All this stuff is a big melting pot of craziness that's about to happen. That's what's about to happen here in Babylon the Great. This is 2nd Ezra 16:33, and it reads, "The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegroom. The women shall mourn, having no husband. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers." You got men that's going off to war. in December, that stuff is going to be activated automatically. Enlistment. You already got people trying to jump off the ships because they're like, man, I'm done with this bullshit. You got bad living conditions on the ships. And then now they're put into a predicament. They're going to have to fight. Because in their whole mind, they're thinking, I got to get home to try to see my wife and kids. And then a lot of times, if you know people that's in the military, sometimes you can't really directly contact them. So imagine that. You might get back here to these states, or you might say, F it, I'm out of here. I'm gonna make my way back to America. And your wife and kids and friends could all be dead. Because of the sedition among men, the famine, the civil war, everything is going down. This is 34. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. So both ways how you look at it, whether you at war, you on the war front, or you here in Babylon, or you somewhere around this world. Because famine's going to be a worldwide thing. It's going to be a worldwide thing, man. And if they got the diesel prices are going up, and if you don't have that going on, and if they keep having all these natural disasters and stuff like that, how you expect these truckers to deliver the food? And then don't let some type of virus get out there that people got to do the quarantine thing again. They're already finding food. They got stuff in it. It's going to be, things are just going to keep getting worse and worse. But see, this is what people got to do. This 2nd Ezra 16:35. Hear now these things, and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. Those that are serving Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, are going to understand these things. We're going to see these things. We're going to react on them. We're going to repent constantly and do what we have to do to try to escape this madness.
This, they should have left them alone. Now, the hood is involved.
Come on! Don't run! Bullshit shit down here! Don't run! Look at him! Look at him! Tight suit ass nigga! You think you done did some shit? Bald head! Baby booty head ass, bro!
Now you got young black Americans that know exactly what's going on.
You think you done did something, don't you? Come on, Pop Ross, get a face ass nigga! Look at him! Jimmy Neutron looking at boy!
And they're showing up, as you can see.
You think you did something, boy? Look at him, long pants ass, little shoes ass nigga! What's up, boy? Slow neck ass, boy! What's up? Say so! Say so!
And they don't like that.
Your ass don't look a day over 140. Ugly face ass, young nigga. Your ass one step away from the grave, my boy.
You guys are up against the wrong people.
Hit him! 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 Bitch, you gotta move. Bitch, you gotta move, honey. You better move, bro. You better move, bro.
You're up against fighters. They're not afraid of you.
Get your ass out of here. Get your ass out of here. Get your ass out of here. Bitch, you gotta save him, bitch. You gotta save him.
And you can take everything away from them. You have more to lose than they do, and that's a fact. And they're going to push you to the brink. Look how upset these people were. They were pissed. They wanted to do something, and they couldn't. You kept pushing, and now you're going to get pushed back. Memphis, they should have left them alone. Now,
I just not seeing this manly. It's a manly thing to do. It's not a tough thing or trying to look hard or shit like that. This is what your country was built on. And this is what everybody should be doing by default. And what's crazy that if you talk to the average man, he'll talk to you like you're this tough if you talk to him about the things that matter. Ask any grown man what he'll do to defend his kids if he got kids. He's going to talk like he's the baddest motherfucker in the world, and if he's not, so be it. He won't even care if he's not. He don't care about the outcome. He know what he's going to do. And y'all don't act like that about nothing else. I think that's crazy. Right. I think dudes that just talk shit about the kids, I think they just jealous. You know what I'm saying? That, or they feel like a threat other people out here, especially a different color, I don't give a who's gonna pull the race card because that's what it be about, bro. It don't really be about nothing else. It don't really be about the gun for real, bro.
It don't be, because if it was, you would be smart enough as a gun guy to know. Because if you don't know the internals in a gun, you don't know what I'm really working with. You just don't know. You guys have to say that. If you can't be real with that, I know you're just playing a game. You're a fucking child. There's grown man shit going on out here. They just passed the NDAA, the National Defense Authorization Act, and Section 219 says some horrible stuff about merging our military with a foreign government. You're not supposed to be okay with that. You gotta get off that bullshit. And what I just said is not more important to you than the color of my iron sights. Then you're a child. I wasn't even talking to you anyway. You're gonna be of no use in fucking saving no children or saving the fucking country you pretend to love so much. You're just a bitch.
Gonna die one. Why is this not seen as manly?
It's a manly thing to do. It's not a tough thing of trying to look hard or
This
shit
is what
like that.
your country was built on.
And this is what everybody should be doing by default. And what's crazy.
Doors to jihad. Look at Paris. Look at London. They're no longer recognizable. And I'm going to get myself into a lot of trouble with the folks in Paris and the folks in London. But you know what? That's the fact. They are no longer recognizable, and we can't let that happen to our country. We have incredible culture, tradition. Nothing wrong with their culture, their tradition. Can't let that happen here, and I'll never let it happen to the United States of America. We've seen what happened.
Guys, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Talk about the civil war that may or may not be happening. I keep telling people something's going to pop off, but what it's not going to be is a civil war or a revolution as a lot of people are imagining it. We know this because my government, your government, world governments, they are purposely facilitating both the Islamic takeover and the woke left deterioration of society. They're allowing it, they're facilitating it, meaning all of this is their plan. I've made other videos on this, and about a third of the people watching have some kind of an emotional reaction, and they jump to the conclusion that I'm saying, stand down, don't resist. Search all of my videos. I've never said that. I'm all for resistance, but you have to understand, right now, if you pop off and do some crazy thing, you're doing it according to the plan of the government. You're playing into their plan. So what's the answer? I don't have a specific answer other than you need to understand it's their plan. And yes, we do need to resist, but if we resist according to their playbook, you lose. And more importantly, this is the beginning of the biblical end time. Now I'm G. Short version for now.
You've lost your values. Is that right? You've lost your values, Christians. I'm sorry to tell you this. Unless the Holy Spirit came to you and revealed it how and legitimized all this stuff over here, you've lost your values. Wallahi, you've lost your values.
Now, I said there's a lot of things that shouldn't be going on in that area, but y'all ain't gonna be the one to say it. Cause ain't this y'all? Wasn't that y'all forcing young boys to dress up in dresses and makeup and dance on y'all for money? I believe it's called bachabazi, right? Don't that translate to like boy play or some shit like that? Last I heard, y'all were pretty fond of little boys, aren't you?
This is why Islam
Anti-Pauline.
They're pro-Palestine. But what does that have to do with these protests? She's a Zionist. What does that mean?
She believes that the Jews have a place where Palestine is. That they deserve to have a right to exist in a place that has been Palestinian for hundreds of years, if not thousands.
Thousands? What was it called before Palestine?
It would have been before Palestine, but during Roman times, it was still the Roman Empire.
What was the area called?
Judea.
What does that mean?
What does Judea mean? What does Judea mean? Rebel news. What does Judea mean?
I don't know, bro. Tell me.
The Jews.
The Jews.
You should probably not skip a day at school.
Skip a day at school, bro. Hey, you can off.
Settle down. You're typical Palestinian. You get angry when...
And they not the people of that land either.
Why the scarf?
This is 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. For Yahweh have given us the spirit of fear, but of power. Hold on, Salakia. For God have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind. And that's what we have to have in these last days, brothers and sisters. We can't have the spirit of fear, even though these things are going to happen. We have to have the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and the power of love for one another with our brethren and sound mind. That's very important to have a sound mind. Because when all these things are going down, there's no food. You probably didn't have food in a few days. You're starting to see things and hear things. And people are probably even messing with you. You have to have a strong mind because these things are going to keep getting worse and worse. So, hope that this lesson was edifying to all the hopeful elect. Shalom.